It's called Saints and Sinners. It's on a 4.1 The Edge. My name is Baxter, and this gentleman's name is Frank Turner. Am I pronouncing that right, Frank Turner?
Yeah, I mean that's a harder R than I would use myself, but
right.
I'm down with the American accent.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, we talk funny. Well, compared to you guys. You guys speak what? The Kings? Is that what they call it? The Kings?
Well, Queens.
The Queens?
Now.
Okay.
Queens English.
And then we speak, we won the war. We won the war English. That's what, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, the way I always think about it is it's like, you know, you guys do what you want with the language, but it's on loan. And we'll be asking for it back someday.
Sure.
And if there's been damage, then you will lose your deposit.
Right, we're going to have to pay dividends.
Yeah, exactly.
We owe you reparations for just butchering.
For losing views from colour and honour.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Where are you from originally?
I'm from a town called Winchester, which is in the south of England. It's a small place, but it's very nice.
Yeah? The summer's beautiful there?
As beautiful, yes, for the 2 days that it lasts, yes.
See, because, I mean, again, I think we talked a little bit about it in the car. Like, I'm a dumb American. Look, this is what I know about you know, the UK, and I love Guy Ritchie, who I brought up.
Yeah.
Is he a national treasure? Because he should be. The guy should be seen.
You know, I think he was getting that way. That he'd made a couple of turkeys lately, though. You
didn't like the Sherlock Holmes movies?
No, not really.
Okay.
Well, and also like that whole, what was the one that was all supposed to be really mystical, like Rock and Roller or whatever?
You didn't like Rock and Roller?
That didn't do it for me.
Okay.
Lock, Stock, and Snatch, two totally excellent films.
Okay,
get behind those.
But as far as like Sherlock Holmes, not so good. It's because he got an American to play him, huh?
Yeah, kind of. Well, it's also there was something. The original Sherlock Holmes thing was there was something very nice, sort of quintessentially sort of like reserved and English about it. It was lots of people in tweeds saying "I and it rather than sort of oiled muscle people punching each other in the head. Is
it like getting Captain America and making a Brit play him?
Yeah, kind of, but also it'd be like taking Captain America and making it kind of like a sort of intellectual detective story that involved drinking a lot of tea. Okay. Everyone would be like, "What?"
Sure. Yeah, you know, I enjoyed them, but that's okay. I can understand that maybe.
I don't think of it necessarily as being. I'm not stating a national position here.
Okay. I didn't know. I feel about it. Because Guy Ritchie listens to this show, so.
Oh really? Hi, Guy.
I can't back that up. We're talking to Frank Turner. He's playing tonight with Social Distortion at the Sunshine Theater. And let's talk a little bit about the opening act, who we talked a little bit about in the car, but you did allude to the fact that it might be like a little bit of the British invasion, because the Sharks are from the UK. Indeed
they are. They're from Watford, which is a glorious place. Okay. I say that with dripping with sarcasm, but hey, you can't help where you're from.
Right.
I hadn't met them before this tour, and this tour's only 4 days old, so we are new friends.
Oh, good. Okay.
Lovely dudes, and they are a great band as well, so it's good to have them on the tour.
Now, I asked you in the car if you were a fan of a football, and you said not a big fan. Do you know if any of those dudes are?
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
They strike me as footballer types.
And we're talking about soccer. I know.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to call it soccer, but
yeah, soccer. It's easier to say soccer over here.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you say football, everyone thinks you mean American football. Whereas I think that American football.
Well, we have our big game coming up on Sunday. It's
the Super Bowl Sunday, right? Yeah. See, I've never. This is news to me, but we're going to be in San Luis Obispo in California. I've got some friends coming out for the show, and during the afternoon, apparently they're going to school me.
Yeah.
In the ways of Super Bowl Sunday.
You got to eat terrible. I mean, just awful food that's not good for you.
Okay.
And you have to have a pint or a couple.
I do that anyway.
Okay, good. And you.
Do I have to pick a team?
You have to pick a team. So you're gonna have to either go for the Giants or the Patriots. I'm guessing you'll probably go for the Giants because again, the war, the Patriots.
That's okay.
We won. Are you guys bitter about that?
Not at all. Actually, to be honest, my
good. I was a little
my politics side. My Thomas Jefferson and Ben Franklin.
Oh, okay.
That's my. I'm a kind of like old school.
All right.
Kind of Minuteman.
Have you seen that? There's this artist I just saw this today online. There's an artist out there, and I can't remember his name, but he did some zombie portraits of Hamilton. He did Washington. He did Lincoln.
I think I have seen that.
Yeah. So you know, the zombie thing. Have you watched The Walking Dead? Speaking of. We were talking a little bit about Breaking Bad, and that's filmed here, but The Walking Dead is a zombie show.
I have not seen that.
We need to get you on that. And then you can write a song about zombies.
I should probably get on with that.
Okay. Speaking of songs, Frank Turner is here, so I figured that I'd poke him and prod him to play a song, so I think that's what we're going to do now.
All right, well, this is a song that I wrote about my grandmother, who was the first person to have given me whiskey when I was 10 years old. And
God bless her.
God bless her, and God rest her soul, but this song's called Peggy Sang the Blues. play angels lately and they never let me cheat. She said, it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters where you go. No one gets to remember when your sisters sign things they didn't do. And you'd say a good start, and you could say high class, and you'd say I was born beneath the ceiling made of glass. And boy, always get an open house, yeah, always do right by my friends. Why can't I St. Peter's Gate, but don't keep them out the one who needs to make amends? 'Cause better times are coming, bad times ahead. No one gets to remember my death is child. Don't last too long in bed. Peggy said, it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters where you go. No one gets to remember sisters of this time, things they didn't do. Now, 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 now. Well, Peggy sang the blues, it's addicted off. Well, Peggy sang the blues, it's addicted off. Well, Peggy sang the blues, it's addicted off. Well, Peggy sang the blues. Peggy sang the blues.
I have a studio audience clapping for you right now. Because it's always, you know, uncomfortable and there's not enough people to clap. And if I just clap, dude, it's like, that was very nice.
So the golf club.
I didn't know, yeah, I didn't know you wrote that about your grandmother. That's awesome.
Yeah, Peggy was my grandma. She died a long time ago.
That's
But
great.
I remember, you know, I come from a family that could be described as socially conservative, and they're cool now, but they're the kind of family who don't like their children to grow up to be musicians and have tattoos. And that
Sure,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
like me and you.
Right, exactly. And the thing is, out of all, Peggy died when I was 14 years old, and I just have this feeling that she, out of everybody, would have actually found it really
Sure.
funny and think it was totally cool. and
Absolutely.
Totally commendable. So I like to think that she might be kind of cheering me on from the sidelines.
Sure, man. Absolutely. This is Frank Turner, ladies and gentlemen. He's playing the show tonight with the Social D. We got more with him coming up. It's 104.1 The Edge.